It's only a degree and a half warming, but you got to think about it. That's across the whole entire globe. So, like, if you take, let's say, a swimming pool, for example, and we'll pretend that's the ocean, and we're always talking about rising water levels. If you rise the level in that pool by an inch, you know how much water you actually have to add to the pool to rise it by an inch? A lot of water. A lot of water.
Gotcha.
And that's pretty much exactly what's going on, especially with the oceans and, of course, the temperature, too. So it's all kind of on a scale. Back here in Michiana, I did want to touch on the drought situation that we are continuing to see this fall. Now, usually in the fall, we do have a couple dry months. Or November, for example, is usually one of our drier months of the year. But actually, we're seeing kind of the opposite of that. We're actually over ½ an inch above where we should be for this time in the month. So one of the main reasons, actually, our drought monitor, I should be saying, did not get any worse. But at the same time, didn't really get any better either. So it's something, of course, we're keeping a pretty close eye on here at First Alert Weather. Here's our evening forecast for tonight. As we can see, cooler temperatures moving into Michiana once again. Again, we're looking at very predictable weather moving up here. We're not really looking at massive temperature swings like we did maybe a little bit ago, maybe a couple weeks ago. Now, we're pretty comfortable in the high 50s and then cooling down pretty much into the low 40s and high 30s as well. Here's our forecast for tonight, a low temperature of 38 degrees. So cool and calm weather will be here in Michiana overnight. Here is our low temperature map across all of Michiana. And as we can see, if you move north and actually towards Lake Michigan, actually going to be a little warmer just because the waters of Lake Michigan are still fairly warm for this time of year. One of the main reasons we still see some cloud cover when the winds come from the northwest. We're actually seeing those lake effect clouds moving off of the lake. Here's our weekend rake forecast. Saturday going to be the day to do that. Green rake, we're giving it 60 degrees. Increasing clouds, though, and that's kind of going to be a hint that something is going to be on the horizon. And what's going to be on the horizon? Well, it's going to be a low pressure system that moves through Michiana and gives a lot of us a good chance of rain overnight, starting right around 10 o'clock. So right when that Notre Dame game should be wrapping up, or at least in the fourth quarter, we're going to start seeing some light showers moving through and then picking up pretty much throughout the night as well. Sunday, though, if you can avoid it, please do, just because it's going to be a bit of a mess out there with just that morning rain and obviously some of the wind to follow there. So let's go ahead and track out hour by hour that rain chance on Saturday. Starting Saturday morning at 8 in the morning, actually, when I'm told that the Notre Dame tailgating lots will be open. It's going to be pretty cool, so grab that larger coat if you can, if you're heading out to the station there. And as we can see, at noon, going to be right around the mid-40s for pretty much everybody. And again, pretty cloudy conditions, and that's pretty much going to be the case throughout the day. 5 p.m., again, warming up right around 60 degrees, a little less than 60 degrees. And then we're going to start ushering in some of those light showers right around 10 p.m. on Saturday. Here's that heavier rain moving through Michiana, again, specifically overnight and again into the morning as well. Here's that 10-day forecast. So plan out, of course, the rest of your week and the weekend to come. And as again, we can see the temperature is really not going to be the main story today at all. It's going to be the system that we're going to be seeing this weekend, and then we're going to be first alerting to another system, but we're going to wait for that one until next week.
Okay.